Hey guys, it's Michelle back here with another video. I thought that this would be a good time to show you guys my second, well, I guess it's more than a second step, but my next section of how I put my powders and everything on, my concealer, etc., my bronzer, highlighter, what have you, after I get my face primed. So this is the next step that I go through in the mornings. I've already primed my face. I've got my eye primer on. I've got something on my lips. So I'm ready to go as far as that goes. The next thing that I like to do is take some Coty AIRSPUN translucent light face powder. Grab a big old fluffy brush and put some of this in there. This reminds me so much. The smell reminds me of watching my grandmother and my mom get ready when I was younger. It just kind of smells like the makeup they used. I remember my mom having the little red compact from Maybelline that had her mascara in it and the little brush for her mascara, and I always liked to watch her put that on when I was a kid. But the smell of this, it just takes me back. And it works really, really well. The stuff's been around forever, and I've seen a lot of the large beauty gurus on Facebook and YouTube using this product. So it's a really good one to have around. Tap, tap, tap a little bit of that powder off if I get too much on. And I put it on my T-zone. Sorry, Ella's still sitting on my lap. She likes to do this when I get ready in the mornings, and not always easy, but I like having her around. Another thing I do is put it down my neck to try to help fill in some of those wrinkles again. We talked about this on the past video about how I lost 130 pounds, and I've got a little more baggage than I'd like to have on my neck and some other areas of my face, but I'm not going to complain too much because I can fill it in, I can color it up, whatever. So I'd rather be happy and healthy and live a little longer than to worry about my wrinkles. And I'm 46 now, so they were bound to happen anyway. Unless I can come up with some winning lottery numbers or something and have some cosmetic procedures done, you're just going to have to look at it like I do every day. One thing I do, sometimes I do it before, sometimes I do it after, is to put my concealer on. And since I didn't put a whole lot of powder under my eyes yet, I can go ahead and do that. Sometimes I do it in the reverse order. This time, for some reason, I grab the powder first. I get nervous when I'm making these videos because I don't always know how they're going to come off or what exactly I'm going to say, because I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl. I don't have a script or anything because I'm not a beauty guru. I'm not a beauty influencer. As somebody said, and I'll try to put a copy of her video or a link to her video down below because I can't remember her name. I just watched her first video this morning, at least the first one I've seen. She called herself a makeup enthusiast, and I absolutely love that. I think I'm going to use that term from now on. And I will give her credit down below because I'm sorry I can't remember her name, but check out her channel and subscribe to her. She has some really good things to say. But makeup enthusiast is a wonderful term for what I am. I love makeup. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't play by all the rules. I wear what I want to wear. Some people say that people my age shouldn't wear frosted or glittery eyeshadows, or they shouldn't wear this color or that color, or we should stick to neutral tones and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's the case. I think makeup is supposed to make you feel beautiful, and who cares what anybody else thinks? It's your life and you're the one that has to live it. So anyway, I sometimes do my steps out of order. I have two different favorite concealers that I've been using lately. This one is by Lancôme. It is the shade, Upside Down is what the shade is, 250 Bisque, and this is the Magic Complete concealer. And I also have this one that I got in an Ipsy box, and it's just about gone. But this is Hey Honey Trick and Treat Active Propolis Cream Concealer with Treatment Benefits, Natural Tone, Normal to Dry. It says treat your skin and trick your imperfections. Directions and ingredients, heyhoney.com if you want to look those up. It is cruelty free, and it looks like the little thing on the back says it's good for 9 months. Let's see, probably a month past that right now, but you know, it's almost empty anyway. So I think I'm going to use this one and then throw it away. Use this one last time, as it works really well. Now, I don't do the big deep V under my eyes that the younger people do because I really don't see that that works for me. I mean, it drags it clear down here, and in the summertime, I don't wear foundation. So there's really no way for me to blend that in when I start putting on my bronzing powder. So I don't do that. I just use my ring finger, and I tap, tap, tap it in on my dark circles and anywhere else I may need it. I was blessed with pretty good skin, so I rarely have a breakout or anything to have to cover, but this covers really well. A good tip for if you do need to cover a blemish or something, or a mole on your face you don't like, whatever, is to put your concealer on, then put some light translucent powder on it first, and then carry on about your business. So it's got something to stick to. I never understood why people would do that last, because I like to put it underneath all of my foundation and everything, and then if I have to put a little more on, I can, but normally that blends it in with everything else and it's not so noticeable. But that's me. I put a little bit more of this on. I think I missed a spot right here. But anyway, the best thing to do if you're putting something on under your eyes, I've said this in videos before and I continue to stick with this, is to make sure that you use your ring finger, because your other fingers are stronger than that one. You don't want to cause any extra fine lines or wrinkles if you don't have to. So that's just a step that I like to do. I've used my ring finger for years. Can't remember who taught me that, but they're right. If you drag your fingers across your face, you can feel which are the strongest fingers, and that one happens to be the weakest. It's also connected, and it's extremely hard to raise that one up by itself with the way the muscles in your hands are, etc. Maybe that's why. Anyway, it just works for me. So I thought I'd share that little tip with you. And I'll put a little bit of this powder under my eyes in case I missed them before. There. Just like I said, I use this on my T-zone. And I'm going to close that up because this Coty AIRSPUN powder will get everywhere. You have to be careful when you open and close it. It is finely milled powder. But look how big this thing is. It'll last forever, but I don't see an expiration date on this. There may have been on the box and I accidentally threw it away. I think I may Google that and find out, and I'll let you guys know when I find out if there's an expiration on that. Powders, in my opinion, tend to last longer than cream products, and I'll use them probably past the expiration date anyway. I don't recommend that you do it, but I do it. It's just the way it is. Next, I have a flesh tone. What's flesh tone for me? A little bit lighter, maybe. Eyeshadow, and I like to go ahead and put this on top of my eyeshadow primer because it'll help everything stick and blend better, in my opinion. This is the Color Design Daylight Matte Eyeshadow by Lancôme, and the little thing slides back right here, and you just pop that out of the way, and I will grab, I do have a fluffy eyeshadow brush, a little one that I like to use for this, and just tap, 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 and put this over top of the eyeshadow primer I already have on, and it blends in nicely. Depending on, you know, what your skin tone is or what time of the year it is, you may want to use a different color to put down a base color like that, but I like this flesh tone one on myself. Next, I grab my very favorite Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer, which during the summer, I don't like to wear foundation. It just feels heavy on me and I sweat and I just don't like the way it feels, so I just use this all over my face. So I put this all over my cheeks. I accidentally got some on my dog. She's also got a little purple eyeshadow on her from earlier. Then I go across my forehead, down my nose, and you know, it doesn't always go in this order. It's just the way I'm putting it on today. I put it down my neck, making sure that I get it along the edges here so there's no demarcation line. And just making sure everything blends nicely. I'll go over, make sure that I get between my eyes right there and blow off the excess. I love this stuff. This is the second one, and I'm hitting pan on this. This is the second one I've used this summer. I just absolutely love it. And I'll probably use it for my contouring during the winter when I'm a little lighter. I'm starting to fade already. So I'm going to grab another brush, which is a contouring brush. And this one I got in a, it was a makeup set that I got for Christmas. Profusion, I believe, was the brand of this. And you can see the angle on it. Now, I was taught that when you do this, you want to make a number 3 on your face. So you go around your forehead, across your cheek, then from your cheek down across the bottom of your jawline. So it kind of makes a number 3. And then I do the opposite direction on this side. And so I've got a backwards 3 on that side and a forwards 3 on this side. And I like to take my brush and just make sure that I don't have a gap there in the middle. Another thing that I've learned, and I don't know who I learned this from, or I would give them credit, I apologize, is a lot of people when they're putting on their highlight down the middle of their T-zone, they put it all the way down and across their chin. But somebody told me, and it may have been in person, it might have been on YouTube, I apologize if I'm not giving credit where credit is due. If you put a little bit of your bronzer right under your lip, it makes your bottom lip look fuller and powderier because there's a shadow underneath. So I've been doing that rather than putting the highlight down my nose and across my T-zone and all the way down to there. I put my bronzer down here instead. Now I do put my highlighter on my, I can't think of what that's called. But anyway, I go down the tip of my nose and I put it across my T right in the middle. Make sure that's blended in. And then I use a little bit of my contour and go down both sides of my nose to try to make my big old honking nose look smaller because I can't have a nose job. Some people hate my nose, some people love my nose. I can't do anything about it. It's my nose. So I'm blowing off the excess of that. The last powder thing that I put on before I do eyeshadow, liner, and all of those things is my blush. This is my favorite for the summer. This is Phycisians Formula Magic Mosaic Multicolored Custom Blush in Soft Rose. And as you can see, it's pink, but with a little hint of some tan in there. So I think it blends nicely with my contour. And I dropped my other one and broke it, or I probably would have hit pan on that by now. So this is my second one for the summer. And I'm just going up my cheekbone and right up to my temple right there. I don't put it on the high points of my cheeks. I can't think of what anything is called today. I don't do that. I start about midway back and put it back in this direction because I just put highlight across here and contour. Why would I want to make that all pink now that I've done that? So that's what I do to get all my powders ready on my face. And some people like to set twice. They will set now before they put the rest of their makeup on, or they'll set later. I like to set twice. This is the CoverGirl Look Lock Up All Day Setting Mist in, I don't know what fragrance it is, but it smells cucumbery to me and light and fresh. And I just do a light, I go both directions on mine because I love the way this smells. And I will fan that for a second with whatever I have in my hand usually, or just my hands, and get that to set in nicely and let the powder sit for a second. I usually do my lips then and do my eyes last because I do everything backwards when it comes to makeup, but it's, you know, it's your preference. Makeup is supposed to be fun, so do what you love to do. I really appreciate it if you guys would share this video and subscribe down below. Hit the bell notifications so you get notifications when I post new videos. And as soon as I get to my first 100 subscribers, I will have a huge giveaway. There's high-end products, there's drugstore products, there's a mix of everything. There's going to be some brushes, and I can't wait to give that away. So if you guys would help me in getting my subscriber numbers up so we can get on with that giveaway, I'd really appreciate it. Leave comments down below. I'd love to talk to you guys. My Instagram and email information is below in the box, so check that out. You know, email me, talk to me. I'd love to talk to you guys and see if you have any recommendations of products you would like me to try on the channel or just try in general. And join me again. We'll talk about life and love and shoes and shopping and lipstick and whatever pops into my head. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.